look of the global can market and what are growing at the fastest rate globally. The U.S. is a mature market, and the growth rate is relatively negative. But in Europe, the growth is positive. And in China, starting from 2012, it surpassed Brazil and became the third biggest consumer of aluminum cans. One of the major reasons for that is that Chinese consumers believe aluminum cans would mean premium products. And what's more, we're seeing the expansion of many convenience store brands, and people are environment conscious. And that's why aluminum cans are more and more used and purchased in China. In the past 15 years, if we look at the United States as an example, before, cans were very simple. There were two sizes, 500 and 330 milliliters. They account for around 90% of the market. And there were in all 9 different volumes. But now, apart from 500 and 330 millimeter, we have the third major kind, which is a sleek can. And the 3 combined account for 70% of the market, while the rest would include 16 different volumes and shapes. We're seeing higher and higher differentiation in packaging. That is going to be a trend in the market, and we're going to see more and more customized printing of the cans. Now let's look at the Chinese market. 2-piece aluminum cans in China have been growing at 2-digit rates. The growth rate went down in 2008, but other than that, growth has been very impressive.
If we look at the beer market, and so the beer in 2013 market declined, but the 2-piece, the aluminum can for beer still maintained a 2-digit growth. If we look at the 2009 to 2013, we can see the big increase of the can market in China. That's relatively about 30% of the growth rate. We can look at the drivers of such growth. Just now we talk about the China market. And this is about the evolution of the 2-piece can in China. And China has been following the European and American market in the introduction of the 355 milliliter can. But ever since then, the cans are getting smaller in size. So the 330 milliliter can started to emerge. And by 2011 and 2012, and the cans become smaller, or the ends become smaller. And the can size are getting smaller as well. From 2009 to 2012, China can market has been growing so much. This is mainly driven by the introduction of a new category. That is, the herbal tea started to use the 2-piece can as a package. And so this is why the aluminum can market in China had such a big jump between 2009 and 2012. So basically, the beer, Coke, and the herbal tea started to be packaged by this 2-piece can. And starting from the 2013, new categories started to use the new piece aluminum can as a response to some trends in the international market. And for example, premix alcohol that has used our sleek can. And so I believe that some Chinese companies will introduce such a sleek can products very soon in the China market. We shared with you the can market trends in China as well in the world. Now I want to talk about innovation. Ball is the biggest in terms of market share. It is also the strongest in terms of innovation. And we have innovation presence all over the world. Now we have experts from the different specialty and with innovation in ends, in packaging materials, in printing. This shows the track record of our innovation. And so they are in different shape and different sizes, different material. So aluminum material, we have different ends. And for example, ends can be printed with different designs. And here you can see some jet ink products. So over the past 2 years, we introduced about 20 new cans, and which brought in about 6 billion RMB yuan in revenue. And so in our financial report, we have released our financial data. So basically, the new products, they counted for about the 88% of the revenue growth. So with this, I want to show you a video clip. This is a Stella brand in Belgium by the Budweiser. It's the ABI. And this is the case in the US. And you can see that this is aluminum can. And there's a thermal cap, and so when it's cooled, and then the cap will be turned into blue. Aside from the carbonated drinks, the herbal tea and beer, other beverage categories will start to use the aluminum cans. This one comes from Europe. So normally that they are in a bottle of 750 milliliter, but this is in the household size. So we keep constant innovation on a daily basis. For example, we introduced a fluted can for Budweiser. And so basically that the cans become fluted, and so the high-end products can use this fluted can. And so this packaging will stand out on the shelf because it's so different from all the other packagings, and it's not easy to be imitated. Another case I want to share with you. And ABI has a sub-brand. And so it's called Harbin Beer, and it caters to the younger group. And so Coca-Cola did the same thing. That is, they used, for example, this variable line printing technology to print different colors and texts on the cans. And for example, to support some promotional campaigns, we can print different things on the cans. For example, if the Coke is a sponsor of some sports game, then they can print, for example, the national flag of China on the can. And so for this case, that we have introduced the thermal effect to our cans. So the part of the can change color when the temperature changes. For example, when the can is cooled, and the part of the can will become blue. And a lot of brands are sponsored by the celebrities. So we can introduce some packaging to work with these celebrities. For example, we can use special printing technology to put this celebrity on these cans. So this is a high definition printing technology. And ABI and also Coke want to sell the products in the nightclub, but normally it's darker in the nightclub. So if the cans have the fluorescent effect, they will stand out in the nightclubs. So these are the cans that fit for such occasions. So this is the case of a Heineken. And the bottle can is in the 660 milliliter, and this is aluminum can of 750 milliliter. And so we have introduced the tactile effect to this can, and so give people the special touch feeling. And so basically, this can is able to distinguish Heineken from other brands. And this is our latest case. We worked with an international alcohol company to introduce a new brand called Breezer. Actually, this is quite a fashionable category. The international brand, as the speakers mentioned today, that which strategy you want to adopt in the market, you want to follow others, or you want to adopt a differentiation strategy. So this international brand obviously has adopted a differentiation strategy. It's a sleek can, is able to make its products stand out on the shelf. Just now we talk about the can body. So, for example, the different effects on the body and also the different shape and the sizes of the can. So we can also innovate the ends. For example, we can have a laser effect on the tap. For example, we have punch on the tap. Or, for example, introduce a different color on the end. So there are different ways of innovating the ends. And so the ends, for example, can support some of our lottery campaigns. And for example, since the cap end is in the round shape, you can turn it into the shape of the football. And this can, that is the sleek can, has been introduced by Coca-Cola to both the U.S. market and the China market. And it's sleek and smaller because it has become a can of 222 milliliter. And so this caters to the family that the parents want the children to drink Coke but less. And so they give their kids these smaller and sleek cans. In the European and the US market, you can see that 20 to 30% of the Cokes have been occupied by these the sleek cans. And also the premix cocktail. This has also started to use this sleek can. And this is a video clip I want to show you. This is a product, a brand from South Korea. This morning we talk about the marketing across borders. We know that there are some dairy and the milk manufacturers present here. Milk is a concept of health, but we want to turn it to become a more fashionable brand and a cooler brand. So this South Korean brand has introduced the sparkling milk drink. The two-piece cans, they are best for very fit for the sparkling drinks. If you go to Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, and Shenzhen, these tier 1 cities, if you go to those premium supermarkets, you are able to see this brand, and that's the sparkling milk drink. This is an example of across different product boundary. This is a European brand. This is chocolate milk. Chocolate is a flavor that's very popular in Europe, but it may not be that popular in China. This is the case of Starbucks.
In China, if you want to buy Starbucks coffee in glass bottles, they cost you dozens of yuan. They're quite expensive. But in the United States, many products use aluminum can, and they're very popular. Now, after talking about trends in Europe, the United States, and China, I would like to move on to a few recommendations. First, cans are an optimal choice for beverages, and we offer 4 different sizes: 220, 250, 310, and 330 thick cans. Apart from these sizes, I would like to say that we in China offer more. Next slide, please. In China, we have 4 factories in Beijing, Qingdao, Hubei, Wuhan in Hubei, and Foshan. In Asia Pacific, we are headquartered in Hong Kong, and we have factories in Myanmar, Bangkok, and Ho Chi Minh City. Sleek cans are relatively new in China, and they are now manufactured in our Hubei factory. I estimate that in the coming 3 months, in supermarket shelves, you're going to see a lot of beverages, such as beer as well as other drinks, that would launch their sleek can versions. You are more than welcome to visit our stand outside of the meeting room. We believe that for smaller size cans, you could use them for coffee or milk. And for the Beverage breezer, the can size is 10 milliliter, and for a herbal drink called Bai Cao No. 1, it also uses 301 millimeter sleek can. In China, Red Bull is very popular, and U.S. energy drink that is very popular is called Monster. It can be put into 330 milliliter can. We work with Heineken as well as other companies to launch their own sleek can versions of products. You would think that you have to change your assembly line to support sleek cans or other sizes of cans. We could ask a number of our partners to do pilot production for you before you make major investment decisions. That shouldn't be a problem. Now, that concludes my presentation. Do you have any questions? Thank you for your presentation. My question is, in your presentation, you said that promotional ads can be printed on cans, but traditionally people who use cans to promote would print promotion code on the pin. So apart from this traditional way of marketing, are there any innovative ways of marketing using can bodies? Are you talking about can bodies or can ends? Both? It is very popular to print QR codes on can bodies, and users or consumers are encouraged to scan the QR codes to get the link to the official website of the company. And on the can ends, we could print numbers on the can pin. They could verify whether the product is authentic, and there can be award campaigns. Are there any questions? Now, for these tailor-made projects, what is the cost? Is it going to be higher? Yes, it is going to be higher than the average ordinary can. But we can talk about the exact figures later. These cans are newly launched. If you would like to launch new lines of different can sizes, in the beginning, of course, the cost is going to be high because you have to pay for the production line and you have to pay for promotion. But in the long run, the cost is going to go down. We have a stand outside of the conference room. You are more than welcome to visit our stand and talk about these issues in detail. If you have no questions, that concludes my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fu. It was very interesting. I'm very happy to see so much beer there, especially our beautiful cans from Heineken. Thank you. Our next speaker is Mr. Li Xing from IDC Technology. He will talk about enabling RTD beverage dispensing for weeks, maintaining shelf life. I understood also there is a demo on the side of the wall with the machine, so we are invited to taste and try there later, but he will explain us better how it works. So please welcome Mr. Li.
Thank you. It sounds like you've done my commercial already, so that's half done. That's good. Thank you. 我叫李欣，我是
I'm Li Xin. I am speaking on behalf of IDC. And I am a PE investor focusing on the F&B as well as packaging sectors. Before becoming an investor, a management consultant, I was in the packaging sector. I worked for 22 years in a major packaging company, and my responsibility was mostly the packaging equipment. We can provide technological solutions to our clients. IDC is an independent company, and it works with flexible packaging manufacturers, food processors, and end users. And we assist our clients in flexible packaging design, including films, sizing, and shape. We, together with Stühle, brought sample drinks, and in our partnership, we would talk about what size is the best and what is the best way to launch our products in the market. We would also talk about channels, logistics, as well as identifying our producers. Now, our product is called The Answer. It is the world's only low-acid aseptic tap. It is designed for keeping large format package, and we design large format package that is bigger than 5 liters. It mainly targets the restaurant business, and it could make sure that the drinks or the beverage can last for an extended period of time. When you start using it, it could keep the liquid fresh for 30 days. I want to talk about is low acid products such as milk or milk tea. Dispenses with flexible packaging such as BIB or stand-up pouch. You can use your existing BIB filling machines. You do not have to purchase new BIB filling machines. You do not have to use our high-speed filling machines. It's ideal for pulp-free juices, dairy, coffee, smoothies, as well as a lot of products that we talked about today. And our package size are targeted at restaurant businesses. Our company has over 10 years of R&D, innovation, and commercialization experiences. And I would share with you some of the applications in our clients. Some colleagues asked us what is the structure of the tab to make sure that it is as clean as possible. Now, the structure looks very simple. There is a valve here, and it uses a spring and a silicone seal. Makes sure that liquid only flows one way, and in the process, oxygen or any gas would not flow back into the can. There is not going to be a problem of oxidization of the product. Looks very simple, but it is a patented design. It is a little bit like a smartphone. It does not have a lot of buttons, but it has a lot of technologies behind the ease of use of these products. The key benefits of our product would make sure that the liquid could remain fresh for an extended period of time and does not need refrigeration. For China as well as many emerging markets, there are places that do not have very complete cold chain. Without the need of refrigeration, products can go to Tier 2, Tier 3, or Tier 5 cities and towns, so that your products can reach millions of small-sized restaurants and other food businesses. Now, you might want to ask about the cost, and compared with other BIB products, the cost is not very different. We have an overall cost advantage compared with consumer-sized packaging. If you use 5 to 8 1 liter product instead of a large package product with our product, then you will see that the cost is actually higher. Now, both intuitively and scientifically, our products use small amount of raw materials, and their impact on the environment is minimal. I can share with you our analysis report if you're interested in our environmental impact. In fact, I have brought this beverage tab with us so that you could see for yourself what our product looks like. We have with us a medium-sized packaging.